And then the other one was the turf piece, which you explained Dr. Adams doesn't have a report, but I have a couple of things to communicate, and I haven't been hearing back to my emails, so I'd like to add that.
Okay, again, I didn't add turf report from the administration because in my conversations, there's no substantive report to add, and so I was going to put that on again for the July 10th or whatever, whenever the reorg meeting might
But
be.
the board members can have a conversation about it.
I'm sorry?
I mean, we can, as a board, have a conversation about it, so can we vote on adding turf to the agenda?
The board can take a vote, absolutely. If they want to modify the agenda to add turf fields, I'm just trying to
I'd like to.
That's what I'm trying to
speak
say.
with you about it again on Saturday as to why it wouldn't be on there.
Right.
But of course, it's up to a board
We
vote
need
whether or not we add it.
we need to really establish how you want agenda questions to be communicated, because if email is no longer the method of choice, I don't want to take too much time during the meeting to ask the questions and get the responses, but definitely the questions are worthy of a response, so we need to establish that. And that's like a governance issue I'd like to discuss as well.
Okay, so
I'll make a
are we
motion to
modifying
add
the agenda to add I'm not sure what the discussion will be. I need to limit the discussion because we do have to
Right,
make sure
so I'll modify the
efficiency
agenda.
and what have you, so
I'll make a motion to modify.
modify it. Be
Adding
specific.
turf, please.
Adding turf what? Just discussion?
Follow up, yes.
Okay.
second the motion.
Any further discussion?
I don't think we should add it to the agenda, as I don't understand what the discussion is going to be of if Dr. Adams doesn't have the information, or I wasn't, you didn't forward any information that you wanted to discuss tonight. No, but I just want to have some time to be able to digest everything so I can be a part of the discussion.
Right.
So I would ask that we move it to the
I sent
next
an
meeting.
email immediately following the last meeting, which was on June 2nd. You received that email. It has more information regarding testing the fields. And I received no responses from anyone except Dr. Adams, who said thank you. So I know you received it. So the information I'm about to say is already on your email.
Right, but
So,
again,
I don't know what
let's
this
just
is.
take a vote then. We'll just take a vote. I vote no.
I vote no.
Maureen?
No.
Tom? No. It does not pass. Any other modifications, maybe?
Okay, so
I'd
I
like
need to
to-
ask a question before Marlies does that. When is the best time for a board member to share information that's pertinent regarding a topic we've been discussing?
When it's on the agenda, there's enough information. I'm not sure what you have, but again, we talk about this often where if something is going to be on the agenda, be specific about the content of it, because, for the efficiency of the meetings and so all board members can prepare a response. And in fact, with something like the turf field issues, I would like administration to actually be prepared as well. I don't like to...
They have everything.
I know, but I don't want to have, unless it's on the agenda, unless administration has something to add with respect to what they have done or their investigation, and as I said, there is no substantive report at this point, then I don't necessarily see the need to put it on every meeting, and that's why I vote no. I can see,
My understanding was it's an urgent topic with time being of essence, and that we've been all working on this, and that there's always developments, and therefore, I sent the information that the administration asked me for by email immediately after the June 2nd meeting, and adding it to the agenda would be the follow-up.
Right, and again, if administration has a follow-up or any report to provide or any substantive update, I'm not saying a small update, but a substantive update as not to...
All right, I have a simple question. I mean, have we invited the people that we spoke about at the last meeting that we were going to invite to speak? Have we?
Okay, you can either give me the email or send me the email, and then follow up. I received the one email from June 2nd. To be honest, I do get a lot of emails, but I just pull one from June 2nd. So if you want to follow up on it, that would be great. Anything else?
I'd like to add board member comments. I think we need to have a discussion about some district issues and some things that will help the efficacy of these meetings and for all voices to be heard. So I'd like to modify the agenda to add board member comments.
Okay, again.
Again, I would.
Is that a motion?
Yes, that is a
Okay,
motion.
second? Okay.
Sorry, I'll
The
second.
discussion with respect to that, which we've had before, is it's violation of our policy. The policy committee will be reviewing that policy to whether or not to add it or not to add it, and make a recommendation to the board at that point. Hence the reason why I believe it was voted down the last time. So we want to, any further discussion?
Can you reiterate violation to what part of the policy?
It's not in our policy to have board member comment in our agenda. There's 1 through 12 items, I believe there is. Very specific about what things, that policy itself will be reviewed, or is being reviewed. Teresa's not here, unfortunately.
What's the policy number, please?
2350,
2350. Thank you.
I think.
So again, any other discussion? No? Shall we take a vote? 20. I say no?
No.
No? No?
So that's a change for Maureen's position from the last vote?
It may well be, but I think when the clarification is, not speaking for her, but I know it's in the policy. I think the
I
last.
just want to make sure we're voting on the same thing. So,
I'm sorry.
board member comments, the same, it's worded the same way like we voted.
I don't know that we bring up discussions of people changing their votes and if that's appropriate or not.
No, I'm just asking if we're voting on the same exact thing as we have
I don't know, but tonight,
board member
when asked,
comments.
tonight when asked if we're going to modify the agenda, I have to say no because I'm not prepared to discuss it because I was not given advance notice of what we were discussing. And as Mr. Falco said, the
We were
committee
given
on
advance notice and multiple emails about what wanted to be added to the agenda.
not
Nothing
adding committee, not adding this to this meeting. Is that correct or no? And it's not on the agenda, and if it's not on the agenda, then I'm not prepared to talk about it. And as we said, if it's in committee to talk about changing that that policy, then that's where it should be. And once that is brought up to the board, then we can discuss it. I'll be more than happy to discuss it then.
All right, so it does not pass. Any other modifications? Okay, student report.